Yo, 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 yo. We are just a few minutes away from the beginning of the 11th anniversary first live stream. I'm gonna go ahead and get you guys in here. We might have to take a little break in between here before the announcements start. Not too long. Reacting to the 11th anni units. All right, we got that going. What's up, Aqua? How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. You're gonna have to deal with the energy a little bit. It's gonna be a little quieter. I'm still gonna try to be as energetic and stuff like that, even though I can't do it through my actual vocal tone, but I'm gonna try to do my best here, with it being currently 4:33 a.m. for me and a house full of people who are trying to sleep. So we're gonna do our best. But it's breaking 2:30 a.m. for me. Yeah, no, it's very interesting on the times they decide to give us this stuff. We do have a guest coming in later. Hopefully soon. We'll be waiting for him to show up. Since I'm in school, I don't hear. You're in school right now? Oh, bro. You're just listening to this on mute. Nice. All right. So let's start. Before we get the reveals in about 26 minutes, it looks like, which is probably closer to 30, but we're going to pull this up. Again, like I said, we should have somebody hopefully joining us within the next 10 minutes or so, but I really wanted to go ahead and just get started on just conversating. I really want to get just ahead of the game, just get the stream rolling, get our last minute juices out, what we think this is going to be. Clearly, we know what the leaks are. If you don't know what the leaks are, I'm not going to ruin too much, but yeah, I think the leaks for certain are on the table as probably the most likely option at this point because of just the trailers, right? The trailers do line up fairly well with the leaks, right? They just do, in my opinion. And you could be like, well, it lines up more with DAIMA than the leaks. And even though the leaks include DAIMA, they're more so referring to part 1. I can say that he's fueled up and ready to go. He's been waiting for this moment for a very long time. But yeah, I just think that it makes a lot of sense that this is the leak. Now, if it isn't the leak, I think I've talked a lot about it being the leak. So what if it isn't the leak? What are we to expect if it isn't the leak? Is there things that we should be expecting it to be? Outside of that, again, DAIMA, of course, is a possibility for part 1 if it isn't the leak. And again, it doesn't have to be the leak. It just makes a lot of sense too. Namek is always on the table, although the hint does not point to Namek at all. Namek would be great, but out of that whole trailer, it doesn't, I don't know where you get Namek out of this in terms of that trailer. That trailer was great, but I just don't know if you're looking at that trailer and oh yeah, this is Namek. It looks like it's something post Z, and that is why the leaks and DAIMA really do seem like the most likely options for this spot. We want Namek. I think we get Namek later in the year. I know a lot of people are tired of most likely what the units are going to be, and I get that, but don't feel too discouraged. I really don't know how many other Dragon Ball Super celebrations we're going to get this year, unless the Super Anime is returning. But in terms of actual EZAs and character releases, I do expect to see some kind of Saiyan Saga celebration, Namek Saga celebration, Majin Buu Saga celebration, and a Battle God celebration. Those are the 4 I really do expect some more down the line of this year, and maybe a Majin Vegeta, maybe a base Vegito from the Majin Buu saga. There's a lot of things that Z-wise could be released this year, and maybe even OG Dragon Ball if they play their cards right. Let's read the chat here really quickly. What do you have to do in the morning? Yeah, no, it does make sense to be Nameku because of trailers. Does make sense. I know. I don't know what that says. I can't read. I'm reading on those small screens. So that's fine. What do you have to do in the morning? Usually I just work in the morning. I'll probably then work a little later in the day. I have a little flexibility, but yeah. So Namek to me doesn't seem likely based on the trailers. As much as I want it, I don't see it. But that's just me. You know, I still want it to be Namek for anniversary, but I don't hate what the leak says. I don't hate it, but I will. I don't know. It depends on how they execute it, right? And the problem is, even after this stream is done, we're probably still going to be saying that until the 28th, which is what I believe is going to be the next stream. That's when they're going to do the chance time. The banners are probably going to drop within the next 3 hours or so at the end of the stream, kind of like how they did G4 and Omega and all that. Would be exactly how they would execute that. Kits and animations most likely also shown in that stream, so we probably will not have any details for these guys until next week. This is basically just initial info, countdown information, probably maybe even a countdown EZA, and then just character card reveals. This is not even going to be reveals of kits. We might see one animation if they are going to introduce a new mechanic tonight, so we'll see. No, you're right, because it's always representation. Yeah, I mean, look, we want it to be Daima. I'm sorry, we wanted it to be Namek. We wanted a Namek Daima celebration. It's not going to happen. It just doesn't make sense based on the leaks at this point. The leaks make the most sense, but it could be still something in that stratosphere. Again, a lot of things I don't understand those. Like, people think it's like a Goku or Vegeta from like every arc, but that's not what it's showing. It's showing from Saiyan Saga, the Buu Saga, kind of alluding to it being after the Buu Saga. So I think at this point, the leaks make the most sense. That is my number one guess. If it's not the leaks, I'm going to be genuinely surprised because I still don't think it's Namek. My next guess would be Daima, right, for part 1. I still think Daima's coming for anniversary, even with the leaks. I just think it's part 2, not part 1. But yeah, I mean, if you look at let me pull up 2023 releases really quickly, or not even 2023 releases. Here, let me switch to the Japan side here and kind of let me show you what I'm looking at and the reason why I also am pretty confident in this. And again, I've already kind of explained this in the video I made about 3 or 4 days ago, but I want to kind of expand upon this a little bit more on not only my reasoning behind why I think this is coming, but also my reasoning on why it makes sense for them to tackle some stuff later this year for Namek and etc. Well, let me pull up who our 2018 EZAs are going to be, and plus it makes sense in terms of like, okay, super EZAs, right? We want the Goku and Vegeta, these two to super EZA. We're gonna want these two to super EZA, a celebration that makes more sense for these two to super EZA, and is a Goku and Vegeta anniversary, not a Namek Daima celebration. I do firmly believe these two will super EZA during the celebration, especially if it's a Goku Vegeta celebration. I'm gonna look in the game. Yeah, I went all in on, well, I guess I didn't go all in. I went 6 on 1 and 1 on 4. I feel like those are the two numbers that are going to be drawn this time. One of those two or both of them, but I made sure to do that. So again, I really do think that it is these two that are going to super easy during celebration. Of course, more as well, but I do think these two, maybe an EX EZA. I also am a little curious, I'll talk about it in a second, who we could expect to see during the anniversary that we normally do not see, because of just a release, and it kind of still makes sense, but I'll talk about that in a second. But you have UI, who I feel like has a very high chance of super easying if the leaks are true. Where is Evo? I think Evo's another page over, right? I think he has a very high chance of Super EZAing. I think you have a really high chance of Super EZAing because of the leaks. You might. I just don't know if they're gonna. I mean, maybe Jiren. Definitely you, right? Like you would definitely Super EZA as well. They would probably hold these two for a Namek celebration. Yeah, I mean, if you want to throw in Jiren, you can, but. I don't know if it would be Jiren, but yeah, if you want to throw Jiren in there, you can as well. But I was looking at who I wanted to look at, who I want to talk about here as well is the world again. If these leaks are true, which we're going to figure out in 17 minutes if it is. Is this guy. I think there's a world where this guy EZA is part of an EX part of the celebration. Do you think we'll get a countdown like the 9th anniversary? Like a 7-day countdown? I think we would have to, because it can't be a 10-day countdown. It would have already started. So it's probably just going to be a 7-day countdown for the 11th anniversary. It sounds like the 10th anniversary's 10-day countdown was exclusively for the 10th anniversary, which makes sense. Anyways, yeah, he has a really high chance of Super EZAing with Omega Shenron in the EX part. I know this is not traditional for them to do that, but the reason why it is important to bring this up is because this guy is going to EZA this year. He will EZA this year. He's going to EZA during GDC. That is the slot he's supposed to EZA in. It doesn't make sense to have him EZA in a celebration where GT is not going to be present. I don't think we see GT the rest of the year, especially in a big celebration. So it would make sense to get the very last ounce of GT EZAs you have left and throw them inside of the celebration if the leaks are true. And with that being the case as well, you know, that would open up, well, that brings up two questions. Is one, if they do this Goku and Omega Shenron as the EX part of the celebration, who are some LR EZAs that might get pushed back to GDC? And my answer would be it'd be probably 4 units that we could talk about, which could be good or bad depending on your situation. I think coolers could get pushed back to GDC, which would not be fun for people who have been waiting for these two to EZA. These two could get pushed back because of what they might have to do, or, which I think is more likely, it is going to be, let me pull it up. I think there's a world where he and Kaiku's EZAs get pushed back to GDC. Does that mean it's a Sand Saga, Namek Saga, GDC? Maybe. I mean, I'm not going to promise anything. I'm not going to say yes or no, but I'm just going to say I do think these two might get pushed to GDC. We'll see, but I mean, there's no promises. It could still be all of that and Omega and Super Saiyan 4, and it might just be a crap ton of EZAs. But I'm just saying it would make more sense to push these two back and then have Omega and Super Saiyan 4 Goku show up during them. Do you had terrible luck the last 6 months? If the leaks are true, I might only summon for one and skip the other. Yep. Okay. Yeah, my only issue is Kai Goku. I think they're great units. I just don't know if they're going to EZA if this is the approach. Because again, I just don't know how you hold on to Omega and full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku when there's no GT celebrations coming the rest of the year, most likely. You're not going to have it during GDC for sure. So to me, it makes sense to push back probably to LR EZAs, and I think those two make the most sense. I don't know if I would be the biggest fan of a Sand Saga Namek Saga GDC. I guess I wouldn't hate it, but I would definitely be waiting for part 2. Yeah, I mean, again, I would rather have all four of the 2022 Worldwide Download Celebration EZA than having Kaiku and Carnival go on EZA during the slot. I can wait for those, right? But again, like I said, GDC, I don't know how hyped I would be for a Saiyan Saga, Namek Saga GDC. I don't hate the idea of that potentially being something we could see this year, but a celebration being led off by Kaioken Goku and Scatter Vegeta. And again, I'm not trying to throw shade at their fight. Their fight is amazing, but compare it to all the other flashier stuff you might get, unless they really cook with Dokkan Originals. Maybe lead off a Namek, and then you figure out something else from there. But who knows what they're gonna do? But that's so I want to bring that up because there is a real world where the EZA schedule might look a little different than we are normally used to because of how potentially the celebration is going to be. Once again, we don't know if this is what the celebration is going to be. I'm just going off the leaks and why, in my opinion, it does make sense. And again, I'm just giving out my last thoughts before we get into this. It could not even be close. This could be the celebration of just Z, right? We'll see. But I really do think if this is post EV, this is like post Majin Buu Saga, this is going to be Daima stuff, GT stuff, Super stuff, trying to knock out all the other kind of EZAs we have lying around. A Golden Week probably. Why couldn't? Yeah, I know. I'm just waiting for this last stream, bro. I want to go to bed. But Golden Week for Saiyan Saga, I would be fine with. That's what I think it's gonna be. But if you're I guess you could ETA Kaiku and Carnival Gohan during Golden Week, I suppose. Or TDC. I guess that's another way you could do that. You TDC Kaioken Goku and Scatter and like grade 8 Vegeta. I wouldn't hate that either. I just think like TDC is the spot you put stuff like Saiyan Saga, or Golden Week is the stuff where you put Saiyan Saga. GDC and Anniversary are like the tippity top most hype things, and I just don't know if I want to see Saiyan Saga there. I love Saiyan Saga, don't get me wrong. I love some of the fights. I just, when it's coming down to the biggest celebration of the year, I don't want it to include Saiyan Saga, dude. I just don't. You can get mad about it all you want. I don't want OG Dragon Ball there. I don't want Saiyan Saga there. Outside of that, anything post Gold Hair, Ooga Booga, yeah, throw into that slot. Thank you. 10 minutes left. I'm excited for that for sure. Now, a few things to watch out for. So this is a 13-minute stream. Again, they're going to reveal the unit. So last year they revealed, let me go find it. So last year they revealed, what is this organized by? There we go. So last year they revealed you. They also gave us this. They also revealed a tag mechanic. They didn't go into detail, of course, because they are going to discuss that during the stream, which of course is on the 28th. They showed very small snippets of their animations. They revealed the theme of what the anniversary is going to be. Once again, countdown information. Goku's story, Red Zone was a part of that. Vegeta's story, Red Zone was a part of that. So I would imagine we're going to get some content very shortly after this live stream, within 2 days or 3 days from this live stream. Maybe new Red Zone content, some kind of Stone content. We do know, I think today, right? Is it the end of today that sometime today or tomorrow, all of the Red Zone stages are being combined into one, where you can re-clear all of them for like for a total of 120 stones or something like that. So I would recommend doing that for sure. Let me see here. We need a new Elder God Coup of G4 double animations. Yeah, for sure. I'm 100% down for that. And that's so far my prediction is Saiyan Saga is going to be Golden Week, TDC is Namek, and then GDC would be Majin Buu and Battle of Gods. That is my current prediction moving forward. Outside of that, I don't really have an idea what monthlies could look like just yet. But I will kind of sit down and look at that as we get to a close on the 11th anniversary. Yeah, so I imagine the guest is not going to be showing up for this stream. I guess I don't blame him. It is pretty late, but still, it is what it is. Yeah, if it's Daima, again, here's one thing too as well. Again, I know I've been talking about the leak, and I'm really fine with whatever, as long as, again, it's not Sand Saga showing up for part 1 of this anniversary. But outside of that, I really am kind of game for whatever. I don't really want anything from last year. I know that the leaks are kind of units from last year. Yeah, I don't think they leaked from Z. But yeah, I mean, like, in terms of what I would be mad about seeing, there really isn't much. I don't want OG Dragon Ball. I don't want Sand Saga. I just don't. I don't care for it. Right? Like, I care. Like, I enjoy the fights. I can enjoy them that way. I think the 23rd World Tournament was an amazing Golden Week. I can appreciate it for that. I don't think I could appreciate it for any more than just that. I just don't care for OG Dragon Ball the same way some people do. Sand Saga is a great celebration for TDC or Golden Week. I can't have a giant 4LR format celebration that includes Sand Saga unless it's part 2. If it's part 2, I'm okay with it. But part 1, I can't do it. I can't headline. That would just kill it for me. That's pretty much the only 2 killers. If it's Namek Saga leading, that's great. 100% agree. In 2023 and 2024, Golden Weeks were amazing. 50 followers. We got a follower. I didn't see who we got. Let me verify. Mikale, thank you for the follow. We have now reached 50 followers. That is huge. What's up, Mikale? Welcome to the stream. I appreciate you for helping us achieve our goal of 50 followers right before the 11th anniversary reveals. What a time to get the follower goal achieved. We'll set the new one here soon. I'm not sure if I can change that now, can I? It's fine. I'll deal with that later, but 100 followers will be our next goal. Can you curse? I don't know. Can you? I don't know if there's any like cursing rules in this chat. I don't really like in the Discord. I do like to moderate some language there, but in terms of here, I kind of allow a little more freedom, especially because the chat. I mean, how much am I supposed to control here? You know, more fluid, more of a proper conversation. You know, more topical, I should say. Yeah, so let's go to, I'm just gonna go and transition over to the live stream at this point. I don't think there's any reason to ramble on, but let's just move over to the live stream. I'm gonna put this in full screen. I'm gonna make sure everything looks good. I can't put it in full screen. Oh, I forgot, because this is not a live stream, this is a premiere. I'm dumb. I was like, why can't I do that? That makes more sense. Anyways, chat on the side here, which you can't see. Supposedly there's some people here. Zeno Sensei, lots of Daima. Of course, we Saiyans have no limits. So we will see what we see at this point. What are your final predictions is my question. As soon as, oh yeah, I'm going to sleep too, dude. I'm so tired, but that is okay. That is okay. That is all right. We're here. As long as the reveals are 10 out of 10, I don't really care. Again, if it is the leak, if it's not the leak, if it's something in between, I don't really care. Again, I really just want it to be cool animations, cool mechanic, and a fun unit. I don't really care outside of that. If the leak is true, cool. If it's not true, whatever. If Daima's part 1, I'm happy. If it's not, I will. I just wake up, so I'm good. Yeah, I mean, I was kind of in this weird space of like, because I was already up for somewhat late doing some other stuff. I think it was around 2 p.m. for me. Sorry, 2 a.m. for me. It is now 4:57, so I had this weird like 2-hour period where like if I go to sleep, I'm gonna have to wake up very shortly. If I go to bed though, at least I can go to sleep and get some rest. If I stay up, I feel like I'm just staying up for the sake of staying up. So eventually, after an hour of fighting, I decided, okay, I'm gonna go to bed for an hour, and then I did, and then I'm up, and here we are. So just looking all good. Yeah, I don't mind a Namek Saga Part 1 at all, but I don't think it is that. I do think Namek is something we get down the road this year. I just don't think that this is what Anniversary is at this point. The biggest thing with Anniversary is you're not getting extreme class units. You're just not. It's just what it is. They just don't do extreme class units unless you're Broly. They have not done an extreme class unit that is not a Saiyan since. Well, they did Rose too, but it basically Rose or Broly, you're really not touching much. I mean, for part 1, I know Rose was part 2 LR, but part 1, more time than not, is really not going to include extreme class. I know there is extreme class exceptions, right? But for part 2, but for part 1, for the most part, man, you're just not going to see extreme class units like that. So yeah. And now I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the audio in the background. I just had OC going to help fill the silence, but I'm gonna go turn that off as we get ready for the stream, which is starting here shortly, really any second now. We are going to go ahead and get the countdown into it. It looks like about 10 seconds on my clock is when the premiere should begin, which really begins the countdown to the video. So probably another 2 minutes on top of that. But no. I might lower the stream down a little bit, but I don't really. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I don't want chat. Chat, go away. Thank you. Okay, let me adjust. Give me time to adjust is a huge dub, by the way. Really hate it's fucking gonna be missing so much on the screen if I don't do it. Like, so oddly shaped is the problem. I mean, it's gonna have to be like that. Yeah. All right, we'll just deal with that, I guess. I mean, it doesn't look great, it doesn't look pretty, but there's really not a way to make it any prettier than that. Oh wait, there is. All right, that works. All right, sounds good, Aqua. All right, let's see if they're going to open with this. Let's see what they start with.
Even the lowest hard enough.
Turning up audio for you guys.
Learn the hard way that effort alone isn't enough to reach my
Let me know if
level.
it's too loud or not. Yeah, that should be good. Okay. I want to make sure it's loud enough for you guys to actually be able to hear what is going on.
I'll do what I can to carry on that pride of yours.
Also, it's kind of Goku and Vegeta interactions a little bit. Goku and Vegeta pride. Okay, we are on Namek. Is it gonna stop here? No. Okay.
Goku isn't the only Super Saiyan. There's another one right here.
Did not stop. Okay, good. My sure sound was good. So far, just kind of recapping the saga as it looks like.
One last time. Show me the power we made together.
It looks like they're going right into the reveals though, right? Because why would you start with the trailers if you're not going to show us the units? Yeah? Maybe I'm wrong, but that's what I'm thinking.
Or something else. Damn you, Kakarot. I can't believe a battle-loving, kind-hearted Saiyan like you even exists.
I guess we're going to find out here shortly. Battle of Gods start would be crazy, by the way. But I guess it's possible. We'll have to find out though.
Fought pretty well. I'm impressed. See you around.
So was that just the trailers going into it? They're not going to show us the unit right after? Alright, well that was a waste of time. Okay.
Hello everyone, I'm Geppy,
Hi, Geppy.
producer of Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. This is my first time in an international version video, but I may have already met some of you during fan meetup. Nice to see you all. Today, we'll be sharing the latest information as well as details of the updates and new character appearing in the upcoming 11th anniversary campaign.
We'll see if it really is 4
So,
LRs or
go
6
anywhere
LRs, by the way.
and watch until the very end. Let's jump right in.
It'll be
and
very
take a
interesting.
look at the events leading up
We'll
to
see if the events are going to tell us a lot right away, by the way.
anniversary campaign.
Let's see what they got.
First up, we've got the 11th anniversary incoming
Countdown. 17 stones, 75 keys. It's a Vegeta on the image. I don't know if that tells me too much. No tickets, by the way. That's a new one. Usually you do get tickets off of login. I think 75 keys is still really good. Countdown does start tomorrow, by the way. Yeah, so it's a 7-day countdown.
Be sure to log into the game every day starting today and get ready for the 11th anniversary.
Okay.
Next, even though it's a little early, we'd like to introduce the character you can recruit by the 11th anniversary campaign.
Yeah, okay. This will help us a tiny bit.
This year, we are shaking things
Okay.
up with a fight for the age Goku, whom you can recruit as a login bonus.
What do you mean we're
during the
shaking
10th
things up a bit?
anniversary campaign last year. Can be Dokkan Weekend,
Into an LR?
and of course, he'll get a
Is he- wait, was he
version
SSR or was he
of the
it-
Dokkan Awakening. So let's show it off. Here it is. You also be able to recruit the Play Awakened character.
So does he go Super Saiyan in the card?
So if you miss the 10th anniversary campaign,
So he's going TUR. He doesn't go into LR. Okay.
Next up, we have the 11th anniversary Dokkan Festival and 11th anniversary Legendary Summon Carnival,
Recruit
which can both be performed with celebration tickets.
What? They're just gonna have it. So the ticket banners this year are Dokkan Festival and Carnival banners that units were released from 2022 to 2024. That is very interesting.
So be sure to wear
That's interesting. Okay. It is a way better tickets use of tickets. I'll tell you that much. Kid Buu, a lot of Majin Buu saga.
Just like last year,
Is that a new Babidi and Deborah LR art?
This time. Same as last time, you can select
That is new Deborah and
Bobby.
Babidi LR art, right?
It's an event that's even players without large
Is this a
lineup
Majin
of
Buu saga
artists
start?
can enjoy. The Summon tickets looted to perform
I don't.
summons
That's not.
in the ticket
That's not the
cards
art of that
mentioned
free-to-play
earlier
LR, is
can
it?
be earned through
I don't
this
think
event
so.
by clearing
Maybe
the
I'm
correct
tripping,
spawning
but I don't
missions.
recall that being that
So
free-to-play
make
LR
sure to
art.
give it a shot. Now, for our final announcement.
Yeah, they're
Update
combining
to Ultimate
our
Fight
tournament to
Zone
prevent
and
the end of
Free
part
Recognition
2.
Model.
Yeah, they're grouping them all
This is
together.
a little
Yeah.
further down the road, scheduled to be released in the latter half
That's
of
that's
the
that's the
11th
that's the
anniversary
Bobbity and
campaign.
Deborah art, really?
We will revamp a 30 Ultimate Red Zone.
Maybe I'm
and
tripping. I
Free
haven't seen it in
Recognition
so
Model,
long. I thought
which
that
will be available as new events.
that was a new LR art for them.
Just like what we announced in the in-game
I wouldn't be surprised if they give us a
announcement
fourth
ahead of
LR
this
Bobby.
update. We prepared two special events. One integrating Ultimate Red Zone and the other
We'll see. I don't know.
Free
I'm not gonna say it's
Magnificent
definitely
Battle.
Majin Buu
Most
Saga
missions
characters
you have
yet.
cleared already will remain cleared, and we'll also add some new missions.
New
And you
missions
can
as
obtain
well.
Dragonstone
So they're
as part
re-adding
of the
missions
class
too.
again,
That is
even
crazy.
if you already cleared those stages before.
So the countdown
Whether you're
event is
launching
going to be
these
basically
events for the
redoing
first time
all the
or
red zones and
would
blue
like to learn
zones,
them back, we hope you dive in and
Okay.
try them out.
which is fine. That's like 200
Also,
stones.
they'll be going to reveal the character that can be extremely
Oh,
awakened
okay.
by
This
the
is
countdown
okay.
campaign.
So there is a countdown EZA.
Earth-shaking immense power.
Interesting.
This is
LRSTR5,
the first time
guys.
a carnival featured character
Man, there is a
can be
lot.
extremely awakened.
This is the first
However,
carnival
We
character.
have to hold off sharing his ability
Wow.
information until a later date. Lastly, certain characters
Okay,
will be
we
legends
do have
for
temp
limited
boost.
time during the 11th
Oh, dude, this is
anniversary
gonna tell
campaign
so
period.
much.
The characters are
It's
Miracle Coding Flash, Super
It might
Saiyan
be
Gohan
Maj-
King, and Super Saiyan
Are we
Goten
starting with LR
King.
Tag Z
Uploading
Duo and
special
Maj and Kid
technology,
Buu?
Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta
Are we
enters.
getting LR Kid
They
Buu?
can also be recruited from the selected characters Dokkan Festival, and will become available in 11th anniversary.
We're about to find out.
Countdown campaign.
We're about to
So
find
please
out,
be
dude.
sure to
This
recruit
this
them
this
to your
looking
team
pretty heavy
to
Majin
join
Buu
us.
Saga.
And now it's finally time.
Oh, man.
for
Okay, let's see what they
announcement
got, dude.
everyone's been waiting for. The new
I don't think this
characters.
is Daima.
We've released teasers already, so we're curious.
I don't really know at this point. I'm so confused. I'm so lost.
Of the video. The first video is centered around
Uh-huh.
story, starting from the Saiyan Saga all the way till the Planet Namek Saga.
It might be
Dragon
Daima.
Ball Z.
I maybe
Second
this
video
is just
is
how
all
you do
about
it.
the Android Cell Saga, and the third video is focused on the Majin Buu Saga. Now, let's get to the most anticipated part. Check out the new characters.
Is it Daima? It's gotta be Daima, right? Yeah. Okay. Alright, it is Daima. Okay. Oh crap! There's the copyrighted music. If I talk or maybe over it, maybe it'll change. I don't know. Okay, yeah. So it is Daima. All right. So the leaks don't really mean too much here, but maybe I don't know. But they don't really look. They don't. There is a dull Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. Okay. Oh, it looks so good. Oh, it looks so good, bro. Don't. That is an ugly art. Oh my gosh. I don't really like either of their arts. I mean, Vegeta's is fine, I guess. Goku's is not good.
Pretty exciting, right?
Yeah, I mean, Daima makes sense there. I mean, based on how they built it up.
For part 1 of the 11th anniversary campaign.
Where's
From
Orber
Dragon
from me?
Ball Daima, we have Super Saiyan 4 Goku Daima. And
Dude, I do
Super
not
Saiyan
like what they did to
Vegeta
Vegeta 4 Goku's art. Why is that so ugly?
Visuals in the teasers gradually progress through the Majin Buu saga, which was featured at the beginning of Dragon Ball Daima. The new Goku and Vegeta, along with Goku that can be Dokkan awakened through the login bonus we introduced earlier, all possess a new skill called Extra Super Attack,
EX super
Stay
attack.
tuned for more information on the new character's ability.
Okay. Even the new card includes it, by the way.
Ahead of today's character reveal, we launched a campaign on our official social media accounts, asking players to guess where the new 11th anniversary characters were. From those who guessed correctly, 1,111 players worldwide will be drawn, and the winners can get awesome in-game rewards. We will contact the winners.
So the new mechanic
via
finally
the
has a
Dokkan Battle
name.
Bank account. So if you guess it right, make sure to keep an eye out.
EX super
Now
attack.
then, let's move on the reveal of the
Yes,
11th
this will
anniversary
help us understand what part 2 is going to
This
be.
year's theme is a new horizon.
So,
This game not only perfectly embodies the new
Okay.
11th anniversary characters,
mhm.
Super Saiyan 4 Goku Daima and Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta Daima
Okay.
to battle in the unknown realm, the demon realm,
It,
bringing a whole
so
new
is part 2
dimension
the
to
leak
action.
then?
But also the new feature they possibilities, extra super attack. From the updated Ultimate Red Zone,
New
which
Horizons is the
magnificent
theme.
battles, various new events. We're working our best to bring fresh new gameplay experiences
I would-
to all of you.
I mean,
to keep
EY,
playing
Evo,
for
Super
the
Saiyan
battle.
4s, are those not New
Promise
Horizons?
that we're cooking up some great stuff behind the scenes. So please hang on tight just a little longer. And finally, we'd like to introduce Seized Dokkan chances. Also held in last year's Global Dokkan campaign, this event is making a comeback.
I don't-
11th anniversary
I mean,
campaign.
that's all I can think of, right?
The
Like,
same rules apply, but I'll quick go on
I don't know.
to introduce
We'll
the
see.
rule one more time. Please take a look at the slide. Starting from 15 January, you'll receive 7 chance ball tickets upon your first login. You can then exchange these tickets for chance ball 1 through 7.
yeah, it's 6 on
with
1
choice
and
by
4 on
shop.
1.
During the upcoming
Yeah, Power Creep's about to be
11th
crazy. We're
anniversary
gonna see what they're
broadcast,
gonna do.
if the chance ball Komatsu and I draw match the chance ball you have picked, you'll receive
You have until the
15
28th to do your
Dragon
chance
Stones
balls, by the way. So
for
if you haven't done them
each
yet, you have until the
If we exchange
28th to
all
do
7
it.
tickets for a single
Anyways, I'll let
chance
him
ball
ramble on this for a
before we draw,
second.
you can earn up to
But-
105 Dragon Stones.
I mean, again, I'm fine with part 1. I have no issues with Daima being part 1. But it does...
But be sure to exchange your tickets before the line broadcast starts.
The New Horizons
What's up?
really
Next
starts to
announcement.
make me think this leak makes
Many
sense.
of you are curious about things like the new characters in game animation,
It just makes me
but
really
we'll
think
reveal all the
about...
detail, including events during the 11th anniversary.
Yeah, that's on the
broadcast
28th.
coming soon. We'll announce the schedule on our social media, so please stay tuned. Once again, thank you very much for joining us today. Hope to see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. See you!
Alright, nothing crazy. I mean, the teasers still line up with Daima, for sure, which made sense. Let's go ahead and go back to that section just for a second. There really wasn't much. This is... Okay, I will tell you one thing, or I'll tell you 2 things. One... Yeah, there's a few things I'm interested in here. So... This is let's stop here first. This interests me because not only is it revamped, and certain events will be revamped near the end of part 2 of the campaign. I'm pretty sure that's the android, the artificial life form red zone as well. But what's cool about these 2 being combined is they're also giving us missions to go back in here as well. So I mean, all those stages are going to reset, and you get missions to do those again.
Checking events.
This being an EZA intrigues me a bit. New Horizons. I don't know if I would call this card a new horizon. I don't know if this EZA is really gonna be based on that. I mean, it's good as EZA, that's cool. I just don't know if I would call it a new horizon for certain.
Power.
And then you have these 2. These 2 are getting temp boost. Now, the reason why I feel like this is interesting is because I don't necessarily know why they are, unless Goku and Vegeta are Goku and Vegeta family leads. Another thing to consider is they didn't introduce them as Carnival DFE. They could be DFE X Carnival. We will see. But outside of that, let's look at the animations one more time. Animations look great. I did not care for the card art for Vegeta. I don't know, Goku. There's Vegeta going Super Saiyan 3. It's most likely an intro. Dude, that scene is gonna go so hard in this game, bro. I'm gonna have to turn intros back on just for that. Oh my gosh, bro. That doesn't look good to me. I don't like that. I don't like that art. Vegeta's is fine. I don't like Goku's art at all. There's just something off about it, man. I don't even know. But yeah, what interests me though is whatchamacallit? Yeah, I'm surprised the Daima units have the new mechanic. And but by the way, both of these two have it. That is what's been told. To me, I think both of them are DFEs. I think both of them are DFEs. Which, if part 2 is the Super Saiyan 4s and Evo and MUI, I don't know if people could get that upset about them. If it is dual Dokkan Fest, dual Carnival format for this anniversary. Again, I don't think it's going to be this moving forward. I just think for specifically this anniversary, they wanted to ensure Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Daima Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta got the proper representation they deserved, so they gave them both Dokkan Fest. But to me, I don't know if that's a Carnival. I don't know if that's a Carnival unit, especially if both of them have the new mechanic. I would most likely imagine that means they're both Dokkan Fest units. But yeah, I mean, I really got not much more to say. There really wasn't too much revealed in this stream about what's going on here. So yeah, I'm glad we got Daima. That's really cool. Oh, this is really cool as well. I feel like, I mean, just grabbing dupes for characters who don't have free tickets, free units is always going to be a plus. But yeah, I mean, we'll get more details on the 28th of what we're going to expect for these guys. If it is this dual DFE, it really does intrigue me to what to expect for part 2 of this anniversary. But we will figure that out as we get there. But anyways, I thank you guys for stopping by the stream and enjoying this. And then I'll see you guys in the next one.